Hey everyone, Michael O'Brien here, and today we're going to be taking our first look at the all-new Unseen book test by Zandman. Hello my friends, and welcome back to another first look video where my job is to take a closer look at some of the latest and greatest magic before it even hits the shelves, so that you guys know exactly what it is that you're getting yourselves into. In today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the all-new Unseen book test series by Zandman. Now in this video, I'm going to be focusing on The Invisible Man. This is the first book of the Unseen book test series, but I do want to point out that the method for each and every single book in this series is going to be completely identical. What that means is it doesn't matter what title in the book series you have, all of the books are going to work exactly the same way. So you can pick your favorite title from the series, or what you can do is you can get all of the titles in the series and you can do a sort of pick a book, any book style presentation where you can have them pick a random book from a stack of books. No forcing or anything like that, because the method for all of the books is identical, and you can go on to read their mind using the book that they chose. So it's completely up to you how you want to do that. But just understand, in this video I'm going to be focusing on The Invisible Man, but really I'm talking about all of the books in this series, okay? So before I talk a little bit more about what the Unseen book test is, I think it'd be a good idea to take a look at a performance. When you perform this book test, it will look something like this. I want to try something with you using this book. Would you mind to flip to any page that you want?
Any page.
Doesn't matter.
Got it.
Got one? Now I want you to look around that page and find any word that stands out to you. Make it a good word.
Got it.
You got one? Now, in your mind, I want you to read the entire sentence that contains the word that you're thinking of, just for context. Go ahead.
Okay. Done.
You got it?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
Go ahead and close the book. Focus on your word. You thinking of Schoolhouse?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah, how do you know?
I'm that good? Sometimes it'll look like this. I want you to take this book and flip through to any page that you want.
Done.
You there?
Yes.
Now look at any word on the page that you want. Make it a good, interesting word.
Got it.
You got one?
Yes.
Okay. Just for context, I want you to read the sentence that contains the word in your mind. Don't say anything out loud. You ready? Okay, go.
Yes.
You got it?
Done.
You got it? Good?
Yes.
Now, in just a minute, I'm going to try to read your mind, but I don't want you to think about the word that you're thinking of. If I were to tell you not to think of the word that you're thinking of, you're probably going to think of that word more, right? So let's try this. Change the word that you're thinking of into any word that you want. It could be something funny, it could be something meaningful, something just to try to throw me off.
Yes.
You got one?
I have.
You got it? Okay. They say changing one word in a sentence can change the entire meaning of the sentence. I'm curious now to see that sentence that you're thinking of, but with the new word that you invented. Okay, so go ahead and read to me out loud the sentence, but with the new word that you invented. Okay, go ahead.
Let's stop for a minute and enjoy the scent of Mrs. Hill's tasty coffee.
Okay, interesting. Go ahead and close the book. You flipped through here and you could have picked any of the thousands of words that are in the book.
Yeah.
And then you took that word, which you're not supposed to think of, and changed it into any word. Millions, if not billions, of possibilities.
Yes. Correct.
You're trying not to think of gingerbread, aren't you?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Out of curiosity, what was the new word that you changed it to?
Coffee.
Why coffee?
Because coffee's life.
Oh my goodness. It's true. It's a good answer. Good job. All right. So as you've just seen, it's a pretty deceptive method, right? In many cases, the spectator doesn't even have to say anything out loud, and you can tell them exactly which word it is that they're thinking of, right? Like it really is this clean. You take the book, toss it to the spectator, have them flip to any page that they want, have them look at any word on the page that they want, You have them read the sentence that contains their word in their mind, and within seconds, you know exactly what word it is that they're thinking of. No fishing, no forcing, no guessing. The spectator doesn't have to write anything down. You're not forcing the page. It's a completely free and fair choice. And in many cases, like I said, they don't even have to say anything out loud. And you know exactly which word right away that they're thinking of, right? It really is that clean. Now, there's actually two methods in this book test. You have the unseen book test method, and you have the Holy Grail method. Both of these methods combined together make a very powerful book test. Now, when I say there's two methods, I don't mean like you choose if you want to use this version and you do this whole performance based on this method, or you do this other method over here and it's like a completely different performance. The two methods are different, but again, they work together to allow you to know what word the spectator is thinking of without asking a single question, right? So let's talk about the Holy Grail method first, because this is the method that I think is the most powerful. And again, it doesn't work every single time. This is that method that does have a little bit of luck involved. But the cool thing is that the luck is on your side. The chances are more often than not, they're going to land on one of the Holy Grail words, and you're going to be able to reveal that word to them without having them say anything. Again, this is all going to take place inside of their mind, right? So it really is that clean. Now, let's just say they don't land on one of those Holy Grail words. You do have a surefire way of still getting that word out of them. And all you're going to do is tell them to think of that original word that they're thinking of, right? The one that they found on the page. You're going to have them change it into any word that they want, right? They can completely make the word up. It could be a silly word or something that means something to them, or a word to try to throw you off. And you'll explain to them that changing that one word in the sentence can change the entire meaning of the sentence, right? And oftentimes, what the magician is going to try to do is get you to focus on the word, and then they're going to try to see if they can figure out which word you're thinking of, right? They're going to say, your word starts with the letter A, it ends with a T, right? And all this stuff. You're not going to do any of that. Again, there's no fishing in this version of the book test. That's what makes this book so freaking cool, right? But you're going to tell them, I don't want you to think about your word. So by changing it to another word, that's going to allow you to focus on a new word, right? And then you're going to have them read the sentence that contains their word, but you're going to have them read it using the new word instead, right? So they read the sentence to you with the new word that they invented, and right away, again, you're able to tell them exactly what word it is that they're thinking of, that original word that they chose from a random page. And again, they had a completely fair choice of any word, right? It's so freaking fair, right? This really is a really cool book test. Now, on top of that, you're going to learn some alternative handlings. You're going to learn some bonus methods, some bonus ideas. You're going to learn a way to perform this without having to memorize anything, because I know there's a lot of people out there that just absolutely hate memorizing words, right? So there's a way to do this without having to memorize any of the words. And there's going to be some troubleshooting tips and tricks as well that are going to allow you to be able to get your fullest out of this book test. And on top of all that, you're going to learn a few extra little presentational ideas as well, so that you can really customize this exactly the way that you want, and you can get the best out of it for the style that works best for you, right? So what you're going to get your book. You're going to get a PDF written set of instructions. They're going to walk you through step by step all of the methods. It's going to teach you how everything in the book works. It's going to teach you how the book is set up, and it's going to give you the presentation as well, so that you know how to perform it. And then on top of all of that, you're going to get a video tutorial made by yours truly, me, walking you guys through step by step exactly how to perform this. So you're going to get both a written and a visual version of the tutorials, so that you guys have full instruction, and it's going to just make it as easy for you guys to understand as possible. Now, again, on top of all of that stuff, if you guys ever have any questions, need help with this, you're more than welcome to join the Zandman Book Test Facebook group, where Josh Zandman is in there, I'm in there, and there's a whole community of people willing to help you with any questions that you guys may have. And you can even bounce ideas off of each other. If you've come up with some cool ideas yourself, you can share those with the community. And it's just a really beneficial group where everyone can come together and help each other out to make their mind reading tricks as cool as possible. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little sneak peek at what is to come with the all new unseen book test. Which title are you guys gonna pick up? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the tutorial. Take care.